Good morning, y'all. Welcome to week 36. I feel like I get this wrong every week. Welcome to week 36. We are out at the community plot today. I am actually picking the last of my peppers. My plot's a disaster because it's hot and I've had no time to spend here. And so I'm gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with my peppers. I'm also gonna be collecting some dead heads of the zinnias so I can save them for seed. One thing to note when you've got different types of zinnias planted this close to each other, there's a very strong possibility that these zinnias have cross-pollinated. And so the zinnias that I plant from seed from these guys very likely are not going to be the same variety that the original seed was. I'll still grow a zinnia, and they'll just be some different cool, unique type of zinnia, whatever that is. So I've even got, like, here's my Eldorados next to some like red zinnias. So we're gonna pick the rest of the peppers, get some dead heads of the zinnias, and see what the day brings to us. This garden is so overgrown with weeds and grass and the like. I will show you. So we've got grass, that's a big weed. This habanada plant got so huge. I'll probably leave that one for now. But I mean, that's like a giant piece of grass that's just spreading grass seed. So that's cool. But yeah, I mean, it's time to clean it out, which is what we'll be working on over the next couple of weeks. So it's gonna be really hot today, so I'm not trying to be out here for very long. This is the time of year where when you clear out these beds and you're not like home and able to easily go inside, you just plan little steps, like, so today I'll harvest everything that's in here. Maybe tomorrow I'll come back and start just chopping plants down, like not even really, I might put them in bags and clear them or take them to the compost, but I might not even do that. I might just chop them down and leave them. And you take these in baby steps because it's so hot. Our high without the heat index is supposed to be 99 today. It's already 82% humidity out here, and the heat index with the humidity is probably gonna put it well over 100. So this is just the time of year in the South where you have to be really smart about the way you're going about gardening. So gonna get these harvested. I'll show you what all we get, and then here in a little bit today I'm gonna show you what we decided to do with these peppers. Okay, y'all, so I ended up finding it a lot easier to actually pull the whole plant as I was harvesting peppers to see which peppers were moldy, which ones were worth keeping, which ones weren't. And now, because we're right next to downtown, the sun is reflecting off of this building and literally like creating like a mirror just like right on my face. So let me show you the plot and then we're going home. Here's where all the peppers were. They've been here since March, April. There's the pile of weeds and peppers. Still need to take out the tomatillos. I don't think I'm gonna get to collecting seed yet, but look at, like, now that all the other plants are gone, that's one habanada plant. Just that right there. Pretty crazy. I have not appreciated it as much as I should have, but there's a lot of cleanup to do. However, doing this initial cleanup will really help me in figuring out where I need to pull the weeds at the roots. So we're gonna let that bake in the sun today, come back tomorrow and start to bag it and compost it and get this cleared. And then after that, the plan is to remulch this and do it that way. So I did put a good layer of mulch down, but I think a couple things happened. I used compost that had weed seeds in it. When you used a communal compost, you just kind of accept that people are gonna put whatever they're gonna put in there and you don't get control over that. So I think I used a little bit of contaminated compost, but then also I have some empty plots around me. And when the weeds grow and they create seed and the wind blows, it just kind of blows over into your plot. And if you don't catch it before it creates seed heads, then it just spreads in your own plot. So I have a lot less weeds in my backyard garden because I don't have the issue of empty plots with blowing weed seeds everywhere. So it's just something you accept and manage the best you can. You can't control the wind and you can't control empty plots around you. So, oh, let me show you how many peppers we got. So here's all the peppers we got. They're all red, which means they're going to be very spicy. So I'm thinking hot sauce. I tried to do a fermented hot sauce and then I forgot about it sitting underneath my sink, and I still have yet to throw it away, and that's disgusting. So we're not gonna do fermented hot sauce. We're just gonna do regular old hot sauce. So see you here in a bit. Hey y'all, how's it going? It is later in the week, and also I realized I never showed you guys my new kitchen. No. I decided that the kitchen was like becoming a really just like depressing place to be because the cabinets were dark gray. We have like these polished concrete countertops, and like the lighting was always so bad for me to shoot any kind of cooking video. And so I just bit the bullet and I painted the cabinets white, and I added knobs, which was like surprisingly so cheap. So yeah, cabinets are white, we've got knobs, and also I wanted to show you, I made fermented hot sauce. Now wow, it's so much brighter in here, look at that. I didn't show you the process because this isn't my recipe, but I'll link the recipe that I'm using. Obviously I'm not done yet, so I'm like hesitant to I'll put the recipe and you can follow it if you want. But this is my fermented hot sauce. So these are from those peppers I harvested earlier in the week. You can see we've got some fermentation action happening. And right now this is just sitting on my counter. So I went through the first couple of steps, and yeah, it's going well so far. And we'll see how much hot sauce I get. I feel like this is one of those things that like maybe you don't actually get that much out of. I feel like this is one of those things that like once you get it strained, you don't actually get that much out of it. Also, just to be transparent, I haven't finished those two cabinets up above the refrigerator because I was so tired after. If you've ever painted cabinets, it is like strangely exhausting for whatever reason. So I wanted to show you, I did some seed sowing this weekend. I didn't film it because just like going through a lot of personal stuff. I've made that no secret. And I just needed like a quiet, focused activity that had nothing to do with anyone else. So here we are. But I'm gonna show you, if you do start seeds inside, this is the proper way to do it, not the way I was doing it a couple weeks ago. This is all lettuce, and you can see I put it super, super close to the light. There's no germination quite yet, but we'll see how it goes. I've never started lettuce from seed, so we're trying this for the first time. Just as a seedling update, here's all my Swiss chard. I've got some really good kale action going. That's more kale. We've got a bunch of cabbages and Swiss chard, mustard. I'm definitely still gonna be able to give a lot of stuff away. The problem was I wasn't able to get it separated so that we could do the plant sale. So these are all my collards that are looking pretty good, and more Swiss chard. So yeah, the seedlings are going well. And I think I have so much energy today because it got to be like 70 last night. And our weather forecast for the next week has not only one day where there's an 8 in front of the first number. It says 89, but that's okay. That's fine with me. 89 is okay. But our nights are gonna be 68, so this is how a southerner feels fall coming. Some of y'all might be looking for like 40s and 50s. This girl looks for 60s and 80s. So let's check on the seedlings outside. So here are beans. I've had a couple come up. A couple are still popping up. That's fine. I think a couple had their little first leaves fried. Not sure if you can see that. So it looks like their little first leaves are struggling. Not really sure what's going on there. I might have to re-sow some of them. But I mean, some of them are doing great. And then these are all the zinnias. It looks like I will have to re-sow some of these, the Meteor and the Eldorado. Those seeds are a little bit older. but it also looks like the canary bird. I might have to resow some of those seeds as well, but some of them are looking pretty good. And then this is actually a bunch of flowers that I got for fall last week, and some of them are sunflowers. Now, traditionally, I've been told you cannot start sunflowers from seed. However, I've been told at least a few times, like 3 different times I can remember, a couple times on this channel, you can pre-start sunflower seeds if you're very careful about taking them out of their containers. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a go. Also, just as another quick update, we finally got all the wood cut that has just been sitting around. So it's our nice little wood pile. This is just one of our wood piles. We do love having a nice moody fire when it's cold out, so we've now got plenty of wood just from trimming the tree in our front yard. But I finally cleaned out the herb bed, and oh my god, it feels like such a cleanse. It feels like such a blank slate. Here's the herb bed. The lemon balm's alive. This curly parsley is coming back alive. So is the flat leaf parsley and the peppermint and the rosemary. So it all looks like it's struggling, because it is. But these are gonna come back huge. I've had stuff like this happen before. It's either monarch or swallowtail butterflies that just ate that parsley up like crazy, which I'm fine with. If it's for the wildlife, like, we don't actually eat parsley that often, but I just like to grow it because I think it's big and green and pretty. So yeah, this definitely needs some compost and maybe even some fertilizer, and definitely a refresh of mulch. And yeah, the cooler weather, just something about it. I've been really desiring a break in the weather, and feels like it's imminent. I mean, I know it's imminent, but it feels like it's closer. So that's the update for today. And today's gonna be a weird week because it's a short week, so I'll see you later this week. Okay, good morning, guys. I am still working on my morning coffee. Do you ever just get like you get like the first taste of a successful moment of gardening, and then you're just all of a sudden way more motivated to like kick butt? Because that was what happened to me this morning. I woke up and I saw that it was like 68 degrees outside, which, like, we're in fall. And so I came out here. I had a few beans that were big enough to plant, and I got them in the ground. I direct sowed a bunch of stuff, and we're just gonna like cross our fingers and hope it comes up. I reseeded some stuff, and I am just feeling the fall garden vibes finally, after just kind of feeling very blah. So let me show you what I did. This is a dragon's tongue bush bean that we had direct seeded. There's another one, there's a third one. I don't know if that guy's gonna live. This is a burpee stringless, and then I actually direct sowed. It looked like with my watering, some of them popped out. But I've got so much mulch that I made these little holes for while these plants are coming up. And I'm hoping they're gonna come up pretty quick, and then I'm going to put flowers along the back and along the side inside the bed. I did have flowers out here outside the bed. I pulled all of those because it was becoming really difficult to mow and weed whack, because we didn't want to like chop down my flowers. Hey buddy, what are you eating? What are you chewing on? Why are you like this? Okay. So we direct seeded a whole bed of beans. I direct seeded pole beans. And then I also direct seeded some zinnia. And then I'm working on getting this more filled out. So I just reseeded some of that. These are some flowers that I seeded the other day. And then some of these beans, I don't know if these guys got fried or what happened. So not really sure what's going on there. Some of them came up. I mean, they're trying, but that was why I just went ahead and direct seeded some stuff because not really sure what was going on there. But yeah, got a bunch of flower seeds in the ground, and I just got really motivated this morning to like to really get things started. And I think it helps too because I'm getting things cleaned out. So as things are getting cleaned out, I'm starting to like see more space, and the weather's actually cooling down to where we can actually like grow this stuff. So what I'm gonna start doing tomorrow and probably for the next week is hardening off plants, which that involves me taking all of those plants in my plant starting room, bringing them outside every day for like increments of time. I'll start in the morning when it's nice and cool and probably only start for like an hour for a couple days, and then we'll gradually move them all outside. So thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I feel like the last couple of vlogs have been a little somber. So we're getting the energy back, we're getting excited. The fall garden is coming. This is like my favorite time of the year to garden. As much as I love big fat juicy tomatoes and peppers, I am craving greens and flowers and broccoli and rain. So the seasons are shifting. Thanks so much for watching. Happy gardening.